Hi. All right, good morning. I'm up, don't worry. And I look like hell. All right, just give me a sec. There we go. Still kind of look like hell, but it's okay. So wait. All right, here's the deal. I've already made this video once, but then I just completely changed my mind and just up and deleted it halfway through editing it. I've been meaning to do one of these since I've been home, and it's been like a month and a half now. So needless to say, I'm really forcing myself to do this. I feel like we all have those phases, those waves of we just go through them, or just totally unmotivated to do anything. That's kind of where I've been at. In a way though, I guess that's kind of the story of my life lately. Just unimpressed, unsatisfied, just not interested really in just about anything. And I guess that's been true more than ever as of the past few weeks. So yeah, that's more or less why I've been quiet. And the other reason being that, don't get me wrong, I love making videos. I mean, it's something that I've done since I had a smartphone. One thing about me you'll come to find out if you don't already know this is that I don't do anything for nothing. I'm very intentional about everything that I do. I want it to serve a certain purpose. And typically it's a very intense purpose. I don't go on here and make videos just for the sake of making them. Of course, I love giving you guys insight on my own life, but I also hope to provide something that you guys can take away from it and apply to your own. Maybe don't necessarily learn anything that is applicable to your own life. Maybe just learn a little something about me. My goal basically is to not just waste data and make these videos for seemingly no reason at all. And lately I've just been in this weird place where I just feel so uninspired and just stuck, I guess. And I guess we have to go through seasons like that to reach a new degree of sound-mindedness, I guess. I guess sometimes you have to go through a bit of a fog to see clearly when it finally fades away. And in a way, I guess that's what I was looking forward to about being home, is that any doubt that I had about my position would have been completely removed. But as of late, the exact opposite is kind of taking place. I mean, some days will be really good, others not so much. Like, I find myself getting caught up in the same patterns that I used to catch myself in while I was still out on my own. Not that I'm not happy to be here, and to be back with what is familiar to me. It's just that I gotta be careful how I say this. I guess in coming back here, I neglected to consider the reasons why I left in the first place. The things that thrusted me out of here, which, full disclosure, made me kind of regret coming back here. And some days they still kind of do. It used to be that I didn't feel at home in my own apartment. And now it almost feels like I don't feel at home anywhere, really. Like, where do I even belong? It seems like now that I've had all this space enough to grow, and I've changed drastically over the last year or so. Hey, I'm trying to, okay. Don't mind him, he's just, yeah. Yes, please keep that up. I totally appreciate it. Thank you so much. It's been so hot lately, and he has been shedding like crazy, and so this comforter is covered in dog hair. But that's not important right now. Love you, buddy. All right. So anyways, where was I? Right. I've changed drastically over the last year or so. I don't know, just trying to weave myself back in, try to find my way back at home. Like, I'm in the same room that I was in, and even the room itself looks very different. And just like, everything has just changed so drastically. I guess I didn't consider the idea of coming back, because if I did, then I would have easily acknowledged that it's not gonna be easy to weave myself back in to the gist of things. That's probably been my steepest hill to climb lately, is trying to find my place, because ideologically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, financially, I'm not in the same place that I was back then. And so my mission in being back here is going to be a little bit tougher to navigate than I would have anticipated. Maybe a little bit more difficult to execute than I would have anticipated. Just being that we're all sort of in a different phase of life, it's amazing how much can change over the course of 1 year. It's just really difficult to navigate what it is I'm supposed to do and how it is I'm supposed to go about it, while still also staying true to myself and who it is I'm supposed to be. And that's been one of my toughest battles lately, and I've got a lot of big decisions to make. a lot of big projects to get ready for. Pray for me is what I'm saying, long story short. Yeah, this video might have gotten dark in some places, and I apologize for that. But don't worry, I'm fine, really. I'm not gonna do anything stupid. Just thought I'd check in, give you guys an update on what's been going on. 'Cause I just haven't been very open about it lately. I've kind of just stuck to myself, and I guess that's kind of the usual, but yeah. Well, yeah, I never do this, but I want to show you guys what I've been reading lately. A couple different books, and I remember Mo recommended this to me, and she could not have hit me with this at a better time. Well, a year ago probably would have been nice, but nonetheless. Known by Dick and Ruth Boff. It's amazing stuff, really. It kind of analyzes just navigating the modern world and what it means to have friendships and the steps it really takes to maintain them, which I think a lot of people take a lot of that stuff for granted. I mean, I'm only however many chapters in. I'm still in the early half of the book, and it's already some really solid, very heavy stuff. And one of my personal favorites, Beautiful Outlaw. John Eldredge is easily one of my favorite authors. This book really illustrates just the personality of Jesus so beautifully, better than I think any sermon, or really any church in general for that matter, has ever illustrated him. And I'm just more in love with him because of this. But yeah, anyways, I'm gonna try to be more intentional about making these videos, even if it means I gotta force myself to sit down and make them. It's not like I've got the most expensive rig, the craziest setup. I mean, you're sitting on a container of disinfectant wipes right now. So we work with what we have to get it done over here. That's what it is, all right? Just this more or less is what gets me by, because again, I don't really do anything else, you know? I mean, you got other 20-year-olds who do all this crazy stuff, you know, going out doing, well, you fill in the blank. I'm a responsible 21-year-old. I spend my money on stuff that you should be spending it on, you know, like tattoos and concert tickets. By the way, I have an extra ticket to Chase Matthew and Kid G next weekend if anyone's interested. But in any case, just want to give you guys an update and show you where I'll be reporting from now on. I really love this setup too. I think this looks better than my old room, honestly. It's a little bit smaller, a little bit more cumbersome, but I don't know, kind of like it. No, anyways, I'll go ahead and cut it off here because I know you working class folk need to get back to work. So I'll leave you to it.
You make me feel like I messed around and grew up. Graduated from a punk to an outlaw. Still alive, I'm out but now, not without a cause. I'm either Johnny to you.